We've all seen or heard of different sexual acts that some people engage in that can seem aggressive or even violent. Things like choking, slapping, spitting at your lover, scratching their skin, hair pulling, and many others. So, is it actually okay to engage in these acts? Or is it completely wrong and should be avoided at all times? Keep watching to find out. My name is Helena Nista and I make videos that help you have the best sex of your life. And today we're analyzing the topic of violence in the bedroom. So what we really need to identify here is the difference between being violent without receiving an appropriate consent from your partner versus playing with kink and BDSM, which can include different acts perceived as aggressive, yet they're all done with full consent of both partners. And that distinction is going to be crucial going forward in this video. A lot of my female clients tell me about feeling shocked, appalled, or even scared when their lover did something that felt uncomfortable or even painful to them. And this could have been a hard slap on the ass, or deep aggressive thrusting when first penetrating her, etc. And while there's nothing wrong with spanking or hard thrusting, etc., when done with your lover's consent, it is completely unacceptable if your partner doesn't wish to be on the receiving end of these activities. And I understand that many people witness aggressive sexual acts in porn, get turned on by them, and want to bring them into their bedroom. But you absolutely cannot do that without discussing things first with your partner. Introducing any acts that can be perceived as violent into the bedroom can be really traumatic or even dangerous. You can traumatize your partner emotionally and energetically, but also physically, where her vagina will actually tense up at the idea of having sex with you. And this can be at times the reason why women start turning away from sex. If the sex that they're receiving is uncomfortable or painful, that really is a huge turn off when it comes to being frisky in the bedroom. However, on the other hand, these kind of acts should not be demonized, because when performed with appropriate level of communication and consent, they can be a lot of fun and really blissful for both partners. But again, it's not everybody's cup of tea and not everybody will enjoy being spanked, choked, spat on, etc. We're all different and we have different needs, desires and preferences in the bedroom, which is absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with you if you don't want to be spanked, or if you do. But there's a lot wrong there if you're performing these kind of acts on a partner that did not consent to them. So let's put these kind of activities in the right perspective. Choking, spanking, hair pulling, etc. can be wonderful and a part of a sexy and exciting kinky play. And if we only link them to male violence and porn influence, we're taking away from the innocent playfulness of kink. I personally love being spanked by my partner and he knows that he has my permission to do it. But the spanking needs to happen in a particular way for me to enjoy it. He needs to warm up my bum first, he needs to start with gentle spanking and with plenty of massaging the area. And only then I'll be ready for more intense slaps. If he was to go wham on my butt straight away, it would be just painful and it would turn me off any sexy play. Also, I don't want to be spanked every time, but only at times that we communicated with each other and agreed on. Which is why communication about spanking and similar activities is so very important. We also need to realize that a lot of people think that there's only one right way to express themselves sexually in the bedroom, and that all the other ways are wrong or invalid. But that's absolutely not the case. Human sexual expression is varied, complex, and multi-layered. And just because you're not into some behaviors in bed doesn't mean that others shouldn't play with them. Which brings me to a very important point. Instead of demonizing different activities in bed, we should be educating about them. Kink and BDSM play is not a small minority thing. In fact, majority of people are kinky. Yes, it's much more common than most people realize, but we all need to understand that this kind of bedroom fun needs and requires consent and communication. So, gentlemen, next time you're in a mood for these non-vanilla experiences, make sure to talk to your partner first. Express to her clearly what you're interested in and ask for her thoughts. Make sure that she's on board before any action is taken. And if she's not, do not do anything that she didn't consent to. Yes, talking about sex can be tricky and potentially uncomfortable, but it's the only way to make sure that your sexy time together is safe, intimate, and as pleasurable as possible. I hope that this helps and that it answers answer some questions you might have had about introducing new, different, kinky things into your bedroom. Please make sure to leave me a like and a comment below. Have you ever played with kink or BDSM in your relationship? I love hearing from you and I always respond to all the comments personally. Make sure to also check out my book, Legendary Lover, and my free online course, Tantra for Beginners. And if you've received value from my videos, please consider buying me a coffee through my Patreon account. It means the world to me and helps me to keep going and creating my content online. You'll find all the links in the description bar below. Thank you so much for watching and for staying with me till the end. Have a fantastic day and I'll see you next week on this channel. And if you're following my vlogging channel, then I'll see you there even sooner.